Oh, that is clean. That looks clean. That looks very, very nice. Oh, hey, oh my gosh. Friends, welcome back. Oh man, it's been so long. It's so great to see you. We've really missed you here. Well, welcome back to Barkeep's Choice. Again, my name is Dion. My bar back right here, this is Bandit. Why yes, bud. Black lives absolutely do matter. And so do black bartenders. So this week, we've decided to highlight a true original black bartender who is like a pioneer in the cocktail world. So the pioneer that I'm speaking of is a black bartender who went by the name of Cato Alexander. Cato was born into slavery in 1780, which happened to be the same year as the act of gradual abolition of slavery. That granted him his freedom, which is super badass. In 1810 in New York City, he opened his very own establishment called Cato's. He was a huge deal at the time. He served a lot of really well-known people. The biggest person that I looked through and read was our very first president, George Washington, which I guess is pretty cool. Cato really enjoyed using mint in his cocktails, and he's really well known for making mint juleps and gin cocktails. So, guess what we're going to be making today? The first cocktail we're going to be making today is the classic mint julep. So a little history on the mint julep. The name is actually an Arabic name. It comes from the word julep, which means rosewater. Now most people have them, it's made with bourbon, but before the American Civil War, it wasn't whiskey or bourbon at all. We use a French brandy called cognac. So cognac, again, is a brandy. Brandy is a distilled spirit made from fruit. Cognac is made from grapes from the Cognac region of France. And it's also, again, barrel aged in French oak barrels. So a mint julep is also going to be served on crushed ice, which is why we're going to be using this awesome julep cup. I'm sure if you've ever had one, a mint julep, it's come in something very similar, probably pretty copper. I have a super dope black matte one. The reason behind these cups is you're using crushed ice, and they're made out of metal, so this allows for the ice to not melt right away. Alright, so let's go ahead and get started. First thing we're going to be using is our rich simple syrup. We're going to be doing a ½ ounce of that. Pour that right in. And we're going to be adding 8 mint leaves, which I have already pre-plucked, and I'm just going to go ahead and throw those bad boys in there. We are going to be muddling just a bit, just to express the oils off of the mint. And there we go. The cognac I'm using today is going to be Martell VS. The VS stands for very special. It kind of gives it more of the age statement that you'll find on cognacs. This has been aged in French oak barrels for 2 years. And that's 2 ounces straight in the mug. Alright. So the style of cocktail we're going to be doing, because it's made with crushed ice, is the way we're going to be preparing this is it's a swizzle style. So then we're going to be adding our ice. And when I say swizzle, I mean we're going to be grabbing, you can use your bar spoon and just swizzle like that from the bottom to the top. The point of this style of drink is to bring everything that's at the bottom to the top so it mixes in. And we don't want to shake it because there's no citrus in there. I'm not going to be using a spoon because I have a swizzle stick. I know it's fancy, right? But this is like the best way to swizzle a drink. And what you want to do is just do this, bring it down to the bottom, come to the top, and then keep doing that just for a little bit. Alright, and then we get it mixed. We want to add more ice. And give it a nice, doesn't that look pretty? Because of the chipped ice, we want to add a straw. I like to do this first before the ice gets really compact and frozen together. I said we're going to be using our Angostura bitters, so that's 3 dashes on the top of the ice. And then for our garnish, we're going to be using some more mint. One thing that we do with our mint, and I'm sure you've seen many bartenders do it, and have been like, why are they doing that? Is that for show? No, it's actually, we're going to be slapping the mint. The reason being is to express more of the oils. So when you bring the cup to your face, first thing you get is that mint. And it's a mint julep. It's supposed to be minty. Alright. And stick that right in. And bam! Friends, we just made a classic mint julep. Cheers. Holy crap, that is just refreshing and just super minty and delicious. The mint really like complements the cognac because cognac's a pretty like, it's a lighter flavor than bourbon. So I feel like the mint and the cognac go super well together. Touch of sweetener from the sugar. The bitters adds a good like aromatics to it, but it's not overpowering because we put it on just the top of the ice. Yeah, Bandit. You gonna finish this bad boy off for me? Hell yeah, bud. Here you go. Alright, so Cato Alexander, like I said earlier, liked to make cocktails with either gin or mint. So I'm going to be doing something that is a little past his time, just because I couldn't really find any signature cocktails from him, but it's something with those 2 ingredients. It's called the Southside. Little history of what I've been looking up about the Southside. There's a lot of debate with a lot of cocktails. It was apparently named after the South Side of Chicago. And was Al Capone, you remember that guy? It was apparently one of his favorite drinks, which I think is pretty cool for a delicious, refreshing drink for a crazy person. Alright, so the build for this is going to be pretty simple. We are going to be first adding our simple syrup, which is a 1/2 ounce. And then freshly squeezed lime juice. You know I like freshly squeezed stuff. That's 3/4 of an ounce. And then, like last time, I've already picked 8 mint leaves. Throw that in there. And then the gin we're going to be using is a London Dry style gin. It's called Beefeater. This is just a good, solid gin to have at your home bar. It's got some good botanicals in it, very juniper forward. It's London Dry. I highly recommend it. I got this bottle for I think like 23 bucks, so it's not super expensive. And as you've seen with other things that I've used, it can last a long time if you're making cocktails. That is 2 ounces of Beefeater. And then we will add our ice. And shall I even say it? You know the drill. And for the garnish for this, we're just going to grab a single mint leaf. And kind of like how I was slapping it before, we're just going to give this a good slap. Again, that's to release the oils from the mint. You want to do that with any herbs that you're putting in a cocktail. And then just lay that on top. And doesn't that look pretty? We just made a Southside. Cheers. Alright, let's give this bad boy a taste. Ooh. Oh. Oh, shit, that is good. This is very crisp. The botanicals from the gin really pop out, and it's just super like light and refreshing. I know I've said this before and I'll goddamn say it again. This is a patio pounder. Cheers. Well, friends, I hope you were able to learn a little about the history of Cato Alexander, as well as learn about two delicious cocktails, which were in the same style of cocktails he made back in the 1800s, which is pretty dope to me. One thing I do gotta say, it's a little important, is please do not stop your education of Black history here. Please continue to educate yourself. In the description of this video, I placed links that can help educate you of more Black history, as well as ways you can support the Black community right now. Black lives matter, and we need to be able to show our support. Thank you again for taking the time to watch this video. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel so we can continue to make drinks together, because I don't know about you, I'm having a blast doing this. Alright friends, farewell, stay safe, stay clean, drink up, cheers.